Hi, this is Celeste. I'm an intuitive writing coach, and this is a pick-a-pile reading for writers specifically. May resonate for you if you are a creative in general, but I do speak directly to writers. And today we have 3 different piles. If you want to choose one that resonates with you, take a minute to tune into your intuition to pick one. We have a black moonstone on the left. We have a Lapis Lazuli in the middle, and over here we have a Kyanite. I'm going to move these off to the side and get started with the first one. This is for those of you who picked the moonstone. Pardon any noises because I do live near the fire department and they seem to be very noisy today, whatever's going on over there. Sometimes they toot their horns or their sirens go off. All right, so this card right here, this is the perfection of your life. What this card speaks to is that point of your life actually where you're kind of having difficulty seeing the perfection. For some people, it's the eye of the storm. It's when you've been in a lot of conflict for a while and you're having a hard time trusting that things are going to work out. But usually in hindsight, you can see that either you got out of a situation that you didn't belong in, or maybe a relationship was taken out of your life for the better. Anyway, it can be very difficult sometimes when we're in the middle of a lot of conflict to see how that's going to affect us in the future. And this card is about trusting that. And what I see right here okay, so we have the Hermit energy, the Page of Swords, and the Six of Pentacles. And what this is saying is that you have been really pulled in internally for a while, and you've been examining your personal truth. You've been looking for the light in a certain situation that you've been going through. And the Six of Pentacles is kind of about, it's about moving forward. It's about sharing is what it is. It's about sharing, getting your craft out into the world, or beginning to get into an energy of reciprocity with your craft or your gift. And down here we have this energy of the Three of Wands and the Two of Cups reversed and the Ace of Cups. And so what I'm seeing here is that you've been really, really pulled in for a long time, looking for your truth, kind of trying to find yourself in this storm that we were talking about. And now you're waiting. You're wanting very much to get out of that energy. You're ready to get out of it, but there's something holding you back, something that's keeping you either from giving your heart, see the heart here in the middle, or so you're either not connecting to it with your full heart, or it could very literally mean that there's a relationship in your life that's kind of keeping you closed off from your art. And the Ace of Cups is about you having this, you're having this thing that you're trying to connect to. It's like right on the precipice of coming into manifestation. So if you've been trying to create something and it's not been gelling, or maybe you've just been in a place where you've, like writer's block is coming to mind, creative blocks, but in a very literal sense, like there may be either a relationship that's kind of gone stale in your life that is kind of sucking the creative energy out of you, could be somebody blocking you in other ways, or this could just be you holding back from your project emotionally, because sometimes we're writing about something that's very, very, very personal to us, and we for whatever, we're afraid sometimes to give it our all. We're afraid to go all in with our hearts because it's, you know, this cup is overflowing. People are going to see it basically. And sometimes we're afraid of that emotion being seen by others. Sometimes we're just afraid to face it ourselves. So something like that is going on with you. And what I see here in the guidance position is that you are poised to do this. You're ready. So if you've been telling yourself that you're afraid that this storm is going to kick up again, or that you should stay kind of in this internal energy, if you've been kind of not doing and you're now in this position of being ready or waiting or poised on the edge, that it is time for you to take some action here. It's time for you to do something. You have this unfinished symphony inside of you, whether that is just your creative life in general, diving in and being an active participant in your own creative life. Or it could be, this could also be about, if this was about a relationship for you, if something came to mind immediately, it's about you having unfinished business and needing to deal with that. Because as soon as you deal with that, you're going to be able to get into this energy of your heart flowing with your creative life. And that's really where flow comes from. It's that alignment of knowing your truth, being ready, and getting into the reciprocity. So whatever this is blocking you up, it's time for you to deal with it. Okay? That reading is done. Oops. And then this was the second one. If you pick the Lapis Lazuli, this reading is for you. We have new birth, guarded vigilantly. Queen of Cups reversed. Three of Pentacles reversed. Four of Pentacles reversed. Oh boy. Ace of Wands. 10 of Swords reversed. 5 of Wands reversed. So this is a lot of reversal energy. We have co-create. And we have observer. So when I see a lot of reversal energy in a reading, like this is almost, you know, more than half of this reading is reversed. And sometimes my guidance says to read it upright. But in this case, I do believe that it's really saying something. Especially considering this one card, this one item came out, and this is your passion. This Ace of Wands is your passion. This is you on that new path to discover what it is that you are trying to do. This is about you getting really lit up about your life as a creative, or possibly about a new passion project that you want to work on. But here, what we have, again, is this is new birth, guarded vigilantly. This is about when something is brand new in your life, it's about needing to kind of cradle it, hold it close, and not let the outer world mess with it too much. So sometimes when what comes to mind, and this may be your situation, it may be something else, whatever it is that you feel guided to think about is probably what it is. So don't let this drag you off what you were thinking. What I'm thinking of is like a new story or a new book, especially if you're a new writer. Sometimes if you're a more experienced writer, there can be this tendency to want to send it off, to have a million people look at it and tell you what they think. Or sometimes there's a need to share and you don't really want to. One of those kinds of things. At any rate, this is about needing to guard new things, take care of them, and sort of protect them from the world. So when I see all this reversal energy around that idea, what it tells me is that you're resisting doing that. And this is the Queen of Cups reversed. This is about not trusting your emotions, not trusting where your heart is leading you. This is about teamwork. The Three of Pentacles. So there's either, like I said, it kind of goes back to this, what I was saying about a new project. You want to call in all this help to kind of tell you whether it's great or not. So like if you're a little insecure about your writing, sometimes you want somebody to tell you everything's great. If you're more secure, maybe there's somebody that you have to show it to that you're not ready to show it to yet. You need to mess around with it a little bit more before you feel ready to share it. At any rate, this is about not sharing. This is about holding off on the teamwork for now. You've been holding off, or you've been holding off and it's time to stop holding off. You'll know which it is for you. And then we have the Four of Pentacles. This is again about holding very tightly to something and not wanting to let go of it. And maybe needing to, or maybe not needing to. So if you've been kind of going out and trying to share with everybody, you've had this need for approval or this need for encouragement, maybe it's time for you to hang on to that a little bit tighter. If you have been holding on to it very tight, it might be time to keep holding on for now, but think about when you'll be ready to share. Okay. And again, this Ace of Wands is about you connecting with your passion and your desire to create, or maybe it's about something new in your life that you're very excited about. It doesn't have to be about writing. This could be, I think that this is all about writing right here. This is about a project, but it could be a new start in your life, something that is very exciting to you. This is a done energy. It's about, there's a lot of burden energy, as I said here in this reading, and that's why I think maybe you've been fighting back this desire to you're feeling like you want to share this and it's not ready yet to be shared. This is the struggle of creation. And we have this co-create. This is in the guidance cards. Co-create reversed. So I do feel that this is a need to not be going out really big with this idea or this thing yet. It's more of a time for you to sit more patiently in this observer energy. This is the energy of being. The observer is the energy of being. It's not the energy of doing. This is not a frantic time of creation. It's more a nurturing of a seed. It's more the nurturing of a small sprout, something that's just starting to grow for you. And it's about the need to protect it from outside energies, maybe to hold it a little bit closer for just a little bit longer. You don't always need a million people's feedback when that's not always helpful, when a project is new, or when a new interest has kind of come into your life. Sometimes it's good for you to just be alone with the idea and with the process. Okay? So I'm gonna pick these up. And here is our third reading. This is the Kyanite. This was the third one. We have She Feels, She Knows. 7 of Wands reversed. 10 of Wands reversed. High Priestess. I hope I'm in my viewer here. I feel like I'm way off to the side. I'm gonna move these over. I bet I was with the last one too. Apologize for that. A little better. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry if the reading's a little off. I think I'm going to keep it. 7 of Cups, reversed. 5 of Pentacles, reversed. Again, this is a lot of resistance and a lot of overwhelm. This is a very heavily burdened situation for you. This is the 9 of Swords. And then we have Yang and To Be Fair. Okay. These here. All right. So what I'm seeing here, she feels she knows. This is about trusting your feelings. It's about trusting that place inside of you that just knows that something is right or not right. It's about, or maybe it's about knowing the perfect time. It's about trusting feelings. Trusting what they're telling you. So, depending on the feelings. And like I said, I see a lot of overwhelm here. The 7 of Wands. The 10 of Wands. That's about dropping your burden. And then this High Priestess in here, in this position. So you've been very burdened by something. And the High Priestess is about inner knowing. She's about trusting her intuition. The High Priestess never doubts what she knows to be true, what she feels to be true deep down inside. She may not know all of the details. She may not know every single thing that's going on with all of the people around her, but she trusts her feeling about what that means. Whether it means to hold off or to act. We have here an energy of being ready to choose, needing to choose. And the 7 of Cups is a little bit about illusions. It's about all of those things that we desire that can come from ego, and trusting ourselves to choose which one is the right for our soul. It's a very big deal because the ego wants lots of things that don't matter to you deep down inside. And when you sit with it in this energy, this feeling energy, you know which it is. And the 5 of Pentacles, this is about, in this, next to this 9 of Swords, this is really about being afraid, okay? So really afraid of, I feel afraid of taking action on what it is that you know. That's what I'm getting from this. It has a very stuck, frozen energy, and especially with these 2 cards right here, this intuition theme right here is very strong when coupled with all of this burden. So I think deep down inside, you know what it is that you need to do. We've got in the guidance, this is Yang energy. This is the action energy. It's telling you that it is time to take action on something. Whatever this is over here, whatever it is that you know you need to do. You've been in this, it's almost passive energy, avoiding making choices, being anxious, being afraid, having this big burden, but you know what's the right thing to do. Whatever it is, it's time to do it. It's time to take a step toward it. And the To Be Fair card, in the reverse, I think what it's saying, what I'm getting from it, is that you're worried about being fair. You're worried about what the right thing to do is on the outside. Like maybe this decision that you're going to make is going to affect other people. Maybe they aren't going to like it, or they aren't going to think it's fair, and you don't think it's fair to make a decision that upsets other people just to make yourself happier. But I think what this reading is saying is that you have, when you know something is right for you and something isn't right for you, when you know the difference deep down inside, it's time for you to take action and do the fair thing for yourself once in a while. Don't always be so worried about other people. This is a person who is in a great deal of discomfort in their own life, and they actually know that it could be better if they would just do something differently. So I don't know what that is for you. I'm not getting a really strong energy about whether this is about a, like, gosh, it could be, a job that isn't working for you creatively. Like, we've all had those jobs that kind of took all of our energy. It could be a relationship. It could be that you're just not writing and that you need to get back to your writing. You need to take action and get back to your writing. And maybe there are other people that need you in your external life, and you're putting off your writing. And maybe that's what doesn't feel fair, is like, if I focus on my writing, I'm taking time away from my kids. We can have a lot of mom guilt and even dad guilt, I think. I think maybe dads have a little less of that ingrained in them. It's definitely ingrained in the mom model. And there's a point at which we have to be fair to ourselves to keep being fair to others. So I hope that was meaningful to you. I hope something came to mind. Again, if none of these readings fit, come on back another time. I might hit your story another time. If you would like and subscribe to my channel, it would really help me out, help me get found, and it would also help me help other writers. And if you want to work with me, I do one-on-one coaching and writing mentorships. You can find all of my info on my About page or at arachneproject.com. You guys have a great day.